You say, why me? You should say, try me. Life will push, squeeze, pressure, and attempt to make you bend at the knee. Some become a victim to life. Things happen, pain, heartache, and loss. We can either be the victim or the victor to these situations. They say win or lose, at least you took part. But this is life. I am not here to take part. I am here to win. One life, one shot as far as we know it. This is all we have got, so why waste it? You want to leave a mark. You want to leave a legacy. You want your name to continue on the lips of others for years to come. You want to clock your card in proud of what you achieved, happy with the decisions you made, and with the knowledge that you left the earth in a better way than you found it. You want the earth to be a better place because of your existence. You have the ability to do this. All it takes is positively impacting someone else's life, helping others live and lead a more fulfilled life. It starts with you. If life beats you down, stand back up. You will be stronger for it. Every hurdle you overcome, you are stronger for it. Every storm you weather, you come out more determined. Every obstacle you defeat, you come out smarter, with a better strategy. Don't give up on your pursuit because of setbacks. Don't stop because of failures. Don't quit because it is getting hard. Success comes at a price, and you must be willing to pay it. This storm will pass, and when it does, if you are still standing, you will be stronger for it. Don't quit. You are already hurting. Why stop now? You have already come this far. Why give in when it gets hard? Why? Don't say, why me? Say, try me. You want the hard times. You want the pain. You want resistance. Because if there is resistance, you are growing. You are developing. Stop wishing it was easier. Wish you were better. If you think you are the only guy doing an extra hour after practice, you are wrong. When you are doing an extra hour, there is a guy doing an extra 2 hours on the other side of the world. Think beyond your team. Your competition isn't the guy in the gym. Your competition is in Japan, Spain, Russia. Your competition isn't always in front of you. It is easy to be a big fish in a small pond. It is time to think outside of your circle and compete with the best of the best. Compete with the guys who are getting more work than you. You can convince yourself you work hard when you compare yourself to someone in class or someone on the team or your brother or your sister. But how does your work ethic look when you compare yourself to a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan? There is always someone else gunning for your spot. The world is an ambitious place, so your success depends on you outworking everyone else. If you are in the gym shooting, there is always someone else doing one more hour. That is your competition, your counterpart who is putting in more hours than you, the guy who is pushing harder than you, the guy who constantly wakes at 5 a.m. every morning to get the work in. Really ask yourself, is there anyone out there right now who is outworking you? Is anyone pushing harder than you? If so, you know what to do. You know Kobe was in the gym 8 hours a day. You know he was doing hours and hours of shooting before every game. So what makes you think you can be as great as him without the work input? He exists. The guy who does an extra set in the gym, the guy doing 2-a-days, the guy going back to train because he wants more, the guy who runs 2 more miles, the guy who picks the pace up when no one is watching, the guy who has ice baths instead of normal ones, the guy who wakes at 4:30 a.m. He exists. He is real. More importantly, he is your competition. You may have talent, but if you are getting outworked daily, they are taking your spot. You need to put yourself up against these people.
The perfect storm. This is life. But life is cruel, and the perfect storm is usually the thing that takes you to rock bottom. It is the perfect storm that ends careers. The perfect storm that gets in your way. It is the perfect storm that pressures you into quitting. But for some reason, some of us are waiting for the perfect storm to become successful. Some of us are waiting for the stars to align and all the puzzle pieces to fit together so we can become successful. But let me tell you right now, the stars will never align, the wind won't stop, and the rain will always come because this is life. You want to be successful? Well, you must learn to succeed in the rain. You must learn to run in the wind. You must learn to smile in the eye of the storm. You see, when hard times hit, many of us crumble to our knees. Many of us give in to the pressure, but a select few endure the hard times. A few of us hang in there. A few of us carry on pushing forward, and when it finally settles down, they come out stronger and more powerful than before. They come out with new knowledge and willpower. Their desire to succeed goes up that little bit more. But are you willing to take on the hard times? Are you willing to keep working when it feels like everything is against you? When you are ill, when you are sick and tired, when you need to rest, when you are hungry, after you have lost your income, after all the hard times, could you keep going? Could you? If you could, maybe you will be successful. If you can face adversity and keep pursuing the thing you love, maybe you will win in the game of life. Who are you? I am a king. I am a warrior. I am a winner. I am a champion. I am a beast. I am the one. Open your mind. Your mind is a prison. You have been conditioned to believe you are nothing. You don't believe you were born to be great. You don't believe you are worthy of being someone. You think that you are a sheep, born to follow the herd, but you are not. You are a wolf. Be a beast. Create your own path for others to follow. Life is more enjoyable that way. Shatter the illusion. Shatter the illusion that you can't make it. Things can seem impossible until they are done. You could be the first person to be a millionaire in your family, or the first one to go to college, This can create a precedent that your other family members can make it. Things are only impossible until they are done. Most people have a mental block on things that seem impossible but are not. From the first person to climb Mount Everest to the 4-minute mile, once it is done, the illusion has been lifted for society. The 4-minute mile has been broken by over 1,400 athletes. In the 65 years since, the mile record has been lowered by almost 17 seconds and currently stands at 3 minutes, 43 seconds, and 13 milliseconds. Nothing is impossible. Once it is done, it can be repeated. People once thought it was impossible to run the 100-meter under 10 seconds. Science believed that the human body wasn't capable. People believed that we could not land on the moon, but we did. You want to be remembered in history? Break those illusions. Do something that society told you was impossible. Be so great that every person across the globe is talking your name. Be great. You will be great. Follow your own path.